Hello everyone, welcome back to Rolling Solo. My name is Adam Smith. I'm doing an unboxing here. Of course, it's going to be a non-spoiler unboxing of Aeons and Legacy. We're going to literally just open the box up, show you what's on top, give you an idea of what it looks like inside without opening any of the sealed envelopes or any of the containers inside of this particular game, because Legacy games have spoilers galore and I do not want to ruin this game in any way for anybody else. So it's going to be a strict opening of the box, show you what's inside, maybe the rule book, things like that. That's about as far as it goes. Maybe you'll see some of the sealed envelopes, but nothing will be opened. So if you want to see nothing and be completely in the dark when you open this thing up, if you know what's coming to you, then run away now. But if you want to see at least the inside of the box, then I'll do that for you right here. So I'm really excited for this one for a number of reasons. The biggest reason is that we did a playthrough on the channel, which I'll link to in this particular video, which is to War Eternal, which was not a Legacy game at the time, but they've moved Aeon's End into the Legacy world. So of all the deck builders out there to move into Legacy, I really feel like this was a smart choice on their behalf. Action phase games and indie boards and cards were very wise to move this into Legacy, because I really can see, without even playing the game, how this game could easily work in the Legacy environment. So it's a very smart choice for them to do that, and there's a lot of love behind Aeon's End, and it's gathered a huge following of people that really enjoy it for its deck building elements. So, I mean, you tag Legacy into something like that, you've got a pretty powerful combination. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and rip into this one. Again, this is created by Kevin Riley and Nick Little, and it's indie boards and cards and action phase games. So when you first open up the box, you're going to see a number of things in your face. The first thing is going to be a read this first. Now this is going to be a bunch of stuff that basically looks like they've caught some things that maybe were mistakes in how things were packaged and things like that. So they've got a little sheet here that basically just says, hey, we've identified a few things that need to be changed, and you just read that in order to determine what to fix and move forward. So there's some minor things here. Mainly it looks like it has to do with stickers. So again, you're just going to move on from this. There's nothing really to see in this, and there's nothing spoilerish there either. Now what you're seeing here are a bunch of do not open until instructed chapters, so there's nothing spoilerish in terms of their contents here, but I would kind of like to show you chapter 1 to 7, just the artwork on the outside of them, and that's as far as I'm going to go with it. Again, if you don't want to see anything, run away right now, but I'm really just going to show you the outside artwork. So the first chapter is called The Ordeal, second chapter is Among the Ruins, third chapter is In Search of New Power, fourth chapter is A Friend in Danger. Fifth chapter is A Darkest Night. Chapter 6 is Strength of Mind. And chapter 7 is The Last Stand. So those are the chapters you're going to go through. And you'll notice as I move these out of the way, you've got wonderful Legacy boxes here that are labeled A, B, C, D. Absolutely in no way, shape, or form will I be opening those boxes or even lifting them out of this box. Everything else is going to stay down that has anything to do with being sealed for Legacy. Now what we're going to see here is the rulebook, so there's nothing spoilerish here. You're supposed to read this. So you've got a prologue, you've got credits, and the rulebook itself, just so you guys are aware, is about 20 pages. And it's going to just show you basically how to play the game. So many of us are going to be able to skip through a majority of this, because if you've played Aeon's End before, the gameplay will stay the same, but now the Legacy mechanics are built on top of it. That'll be a new learning curve, and there might even be some gameplay mechanics that have changed as well, so something to read over, but 20 pages is not too bad. Then you've got this one right here. It says, before opening any of the decks of cards, please read the rulebook. So it's even instructing you right off the bat, like, don't go gun-ho. Maybe even if you've never played or played, you should probably be following this sheet as well as the rulebook first before you start diving into cards, separating and organizing them. It could get a little confusing otherwise. You're also going to see these sheets inside. I don't even know what the heck they are. They just say Insight. There's a bunch of numbers on the inside of them, and that's all I'm going to show you. That's literally it. So there's a bunch of these, a whole ton of them, and once they're all removed, which is looking like about 6 or 7 of these Insights, that's about it. Now we move on to this. We've got ourselves some life tokens, power tokens, split turn order tokens, and stuff like that. All these things we're familiar with from the original games. They're not anything spoilerish there. And then you've got characters. Now decks of cards, I'm showing nothing. I'm not going to even reveal what's here at all. I will show you guys the new dials, because I think it's kind of cool to check those out, because I remember the dials from the original ones were really not my favorite. I really didn't like them. But the cool thing with these is they're already assembled, which is nice, and they just look a lot better. And maybe they work better. because the ones I had, for some reason, they just did not stick in place, but these ones are fantastic feeling already. I'm liking them. The artwork on them is great, and they're already assembled, so that's a bonus. And they have a nice spot in the tray to store. You've also got, if everyone's familiar with these from my playthrough, we've got breaches, so a bunch of those, nothing too exciting there or spoilerish. And you've got different players here, of course, so these are different characters that you can be, and there's 4 of them here. So you can pick, and some of these, I believe, are going to be characters that we're familiar with from the prior game. And you've got cards, which I will not open or show. Cards here I'm not going to show. Cards here I'm not going to show. And there's some stuff I can see kind of underneath the styrofoam. I'm not going to show that either. This is where I stop the unboxing, because everything else beyond this point, from my standpoint, is an exploration or a journey that you're going to want to try and figure out yourself. I don't want to spoil anything else. So I just want to show you guys what to expect content-wise in terms of size and what's going on in the box. The insert, you can now see that there's actually some room for storage here. So there will be additional cards that will likely fill that up and things like that, but everything's got its place. It looks very neatly organized. The tray insert looks really well done. Don't think you're going to need to run out and buy any kind of tray insert for this one. Everything's got its own place. So hopefully this helps your decision as to whether or not you want to pick up Aeons and Legacy. I'm personally going to be diving into this thing, but of course I won't be playing this one on the channel because this is going to have massive spoilers involved. So I'm going to avoid that, but I'm certainly going to avoid this or play this one off camera. And I may talk about this at a later date when people had a chance to actually play it and these spoilers have kind of worn away and people have had a good chance to actually get involved in it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this was useful in your decision to pick it up or not. And as always, keep on rolling solo.